Good morning, gentlemen. Today my lecture topic is India and Gulf countries. Gentlemen, as we all know that recently our Vice President Venkaiah Naidu he visited Qatar, which is one of the Gulf Cooperation Council country. And in the Qatar he launched several projects ranging from the technological field to the business and trade as well. The major one that he launched in the Qatar is the India-Qatar Startup Bridge. It aims to link the startup ecosystem of both the countries. Gentlemen, as we all know that India is the third largest in terms of the startups globally, because we have more than 70,000 startups registered. So this is one of the major projects that is going to be in future. And also apart from this, in business sector as well, we have established a joint business council between both the business chambers of both the countries as well. Now if I talk about the significance of the Gulf countries for India, gentlemen, as we all know that we maintain good relations and the centuries old relations with Gulf countries like Iran and the Qatar, which is one of the smallest Gulf countries. We have maintained good relations with it as well, and it is one of the closest allies of India. However, there are some reasons behind this. The first is that we buy a lot of oil and petroleum, as well as we are involved in a trade with the Gulf countries. And the second is that the number of the workers that work in the Gulf countries and the remittance that we get from those workers. If I talk about the India and the Gulf country trade relations, so gentlemen, UAE is the leading trading partner of the India among the Gulf countries. And because in the last financial year 2021-22, the total trade volume with UAE was more than $72 billion, and it accounted for more than 6.5% of the India's total exports and 7.3% of the total imports. Apart from this, Saudi Arabia has also remained a good trading partner with a total trade volume more than $42 billion. However, the most important thing that was involved in the trade is the crude oil, because we are dependent on the Saudi Arabia for about 17 to 18% of our total crude oil imports since a decade. Apart from this, Iraq, we from the Iraq we also have a trade of more than $34 billion, and the major thing involved is the oil export as well. However, Qatar is also a significant partner of ours, because India's more than 40% of the India's total natural gas imports come from the Qatar as well. So it is our largest natural gas exporter. Now, if I talk about the recent developments that we have with the Gulf countries, the first is that India and Qatar signed a cooperation of program of cooperation to work jointly in the field of science and technology. Apart from this, in September 2021, India and the UAE they have formally negotiated on the India-UAE bilateral trade cooperation agreement. And apart from this, there are several projects that the government are signing with the Gulf countries to strengthen the ties with them. So, in conclusion, I want to say that as we all know that we are nowadays based and dependent on the Gulf country for oil and petrol imports as well. So we should look at the long-term joint capabilities and the economic cooperation that is far beyond the oil imports. Thank you.